Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Quick bit of housekeeping. If you're watching this after it has been uploaded to YouTube, please smash that like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow and does not cost you anything. Alright, my sinuses are killing me, so y'all are gonna have to excuse my nasally voice today. Now, yesterday I sent Hershey Foods and Procter & Gamble to Dixie for testing. And I was going to get them to the Patreons today, but I forgot to add workers. Farm Chick 63, good morning. I forgot to add workers to the factories, so we're going to have to do a couple quick updates today. Let me get a plane to work on so we have a nice flat surface. Alright, and then, let me come down on my speed a little bit. Alright, so we need to add workers into the factory. Now, where do we want to add a bus stop that's not going to be too much in the way, and another trigger? It's probably going to end up being somewhere over here, I think. Yeah, well, we can move that trigger. Yeah, it's probably going to be the best spot. Actually, we can throw them right here. Alright, now, where can I get a bus stop from? Let's go File, Import. Where's my placeables? Placeable mods. Alright, let's import in, I think the orchards take. Yeah, I just need this bus stop. I need the bus. We're going to steal the bus stop. Now it has to go in our visibility node. So let's go edit, main, paste, and then let's delete out the orchard. That leaves us with just the bus stop. Yeah, we put the bus stop here, it won't be in the way. Alright, now we're going to need a trigger for the workers. So what do we have in the way of triggers? Looks like we're only using one. Let's take a quick peek at... Actually, let me close this file for the valley map. We won't be working on that until after lunch. Alright, Hershey Foods. What triggers do we have registered? We have one, which is our main trigger for the factory. We have 4, which is the trigger for the build. So we can use trigger 2. And I don't need a pallet trigger, I only need an exact fill route. So let's duplicate that. We'll call you trigger node 2. Let's pull you over by the bus stop. Yeah, we're going to get this to I'll get this back to Dixie for testing today. We'll get this to probably the Patreons at some point tomorrow, and this will be released next weekend. Alright, so there's going to be our trigger So the bus stop isn't our build. Bus stop should be, our build is number 5. Where's our visibility node for the build? Number 5. Okay, so that's not going to mess up any i3D mapping. So there should be our trigger for our workers. Now we got to do a couple things. Let's go into the 110 first. Control C, Control V. All right, so input 19 needs to be workers. All right, so that's going to take care of our input on the 110. Now our input here, actually let's create our trigger first, and then we'll come back down. Alright, so you're going to be input workers. You're going to be number 2. And we don't need the pallet trigger. Alright. Here's our last input. Let's copy that. So you're going to be input 19. You're only 360. Your workers. You are workers. Now, is it worker or is it workers? It's been a while. Control find. It's workers with an S. Okay. So it is workers with an S, and then our trigger is going to be workers. So we registered our trigger, we put our input in. Now we have to add it to the input line. But I need to take a quick peek at, let's go to one of the greenhouses or orchards. It's 0.01. I'm going to steal this input, and we're going to go back to Hershey's. So to make our peanut butter, we're going to use sugar, peanut, water, power cells, and now we're going to have workers. And then to make our Hershey syrup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, perfect, I have room for one more. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you make 10. Perfect. Can't have more than 10 or messes up, throws a Lua error. Now we have to register our new trigger. Or not register, i3D map it. So let's copy that. Throw that in here. So you are exact fill route 2. And you are 0, 0, and 4. Alright, so close you for now. So the factory XML is updated. The 110 is updated. Let's close that, close that. We have our bus stop. We have our trigger. Let's get rid of our base that we're working on. Let's give it a save. Close you for now. Make sure to mess up any textures with us adding in the bus stop. And it did, so we got a couple textures to fix. So textures, should have kept this one open. Greenhouse 1, textures, which two do we need? Wooden planks. So this one and this one have to go here. And then you are just textures. And you are just textures. Alright, so that should this should open with no errors. And we now have our workers added. Okay. So let's delete that. We'll zip it back up. Alright, so we have workers add. Let me open up before I forget. Documents, mods, my Ridgeville test folder. I want to overwrite the Hershey factory that's in there. Alright, now we're going to go do the same thing to Procter and Gamble. So let's create a plane to work on. Now we have to find, again, we need to find a decent place to drop off our workers. Okay, we'll probably put them over here somewhere. Here's where we pick up our sewage and our trash. Now I'm wondering, here's where we pick up our wood chips. Here's where we drop off our logs, our diesel, and our water. I don't want to just squeeze it in and make it look out of place either. Here's where you pick up your goods. Can we squeeze? How big are you? I have a feeling, okay, we're probably going to put the bus stop like right here. Alright, so I'm going to do the same thing. Let's go File, Import. Yeah, we'll import the orchard. We will steal the bus stop, if I can find it, over here. Alright, so bus stop. Let's scroll up to our factory. Alright, and let's go edit, cut, and paste. There we go. And then we can delete out the orchard. That gives us just the bus stop. Alright. And of course you're facing the wrong way. That'll work. Now let's take a look at our Procter & Gamble. What are we using in the way of triggers? We're using number 1, number 2 for the fact. We're using number 4 for the build, so we can sneak in number 3. So input. We're going to copy this one, or duplicate this one. We're going to call it workers. And then it's going to become number 3. All right. So we have our trigger in, we have our bus stop in. So now let's come over to our 110, and we're going to have to add alright, so we're input 14 is going to be workers. So Procter & Gamble, let's start at the top. We're going to add trigger for workers, which is number 3. Alright, so that's going to register our trigger. So we're going to take this input it's going to be number 14, only 360, which is 3 bus loads. So workers, workers, workers. So that registers our input. Now we have to add them to our line that makes toilet paper and paper towels. So let me go back here a minute to the greenhouse. Now we're going to steal this line, and we're going to go to Procter & Gamble inputs, and we're going to add our workers in. Now we need to register our new trigger. Which is number 3, which is number 1, 3, and 0. Alright, so that's all of our XML work done. So the XML should be updated, the 110 should be updated. Close you, close you, close you. That I can close, that I can close. Alright. So let me get zoomed out and turned back around to where I was. Alright, so let's get rid of the platform. Let's do a save. Now I know I'm going to have to add my textures back in. So let's grab wooden planks and wooden planks. Copy those over to here. So we go to PNG. We fix our textures. Alright, we'll save that. Now PNG should open without any errors. It does, and we have our bus stop. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Let's close you. Let's delete that one. And we'll zip it back up. Now where's my Ritchieville folder? So let's go copy and paste. Let's jump in. I'm not going to build these. I just want to make sure that they're going to work without any errors. And Dixie already has them built, so all she has to do is test the update with the workers. Alright, go to save game 20, which is my test map. And I think I put these down yesterday, but did not build them. I just want to make sure that we don't get any Lua errors. And we'll check the global company menu to make sure it now has workers. I never built them. And I don't want to spend an hour this morning building them. Because we got other factories I want to get worked on and updated and ready for testing. Probably be a shorter stream this morning. I'll probably take an early lunch. And then we have all afternoon to stream. So I am not leaving the house today. Alright, let me grab my Xbox One controller and let's grab a little bit of speed. And let's see if I saved my game yesterday when I put the factories down. I did not. Okay, so that makes it easy. Let's grab where are we? Hershey. And we're going to spin it this way. I'm not going to build it. I just want to make sure everything looks good with the global company menu. So the Hershey and then Procter and Gamble. We'll stick it over here next to it. Alright, so we should have, let's check the menu. Alright, so we have, to build Hershey you need lumber, steel, drywall, red brick, roofing, insulation, doors, windows, and water pipe. So to make our peanut butter, here's sewage peanut butter, or peanuts, water, power cells. Okay, now workers are in here. Beautiful. So you're going to get peanut butter, sewage, trash, and dead cells back. And then to get our Hershey syrup and our Hershey variety, we now have workers. Alright, so that one looks good. Let's go check out Procter & Gamble. And again, it's going to be an expensive build, so lumber, steel, drywall, red brick, roofing, insulation, copper wire, and paint. And then to get your toilet paper and paper towels, you need wood, diesel, water, crates, and then workers. Alright, so everything looks good there. We may build these if we have some time to kill. But for now, let's just get out of here. We'll see how the time goes. And let's just make sure that they were able to be put down without any errors. Alright, no errors for the factories. So I'll get those back to Dixie when I take my lunch break, and then we'll probably get them to the Patreons tonight or tomorrow. So that takes care of Hershey's, that takes care of Procter & Gamble. Let's look at the leather factory. And I don't think we need to make any changes to it. I think it's ready to go. Yeah, so I'm not adding workers to it. It's only a simple little factory that you put in leather from your slaughterhouse, and you get leather boots and saddles. Alright, so the leather works. I'm not going to make any changes to. So that takes care of that one. Now, let's look at the soda house. What did I call it? Soda house. Look at that. Let's get a plane underneath it to work on. Oh, wrong one. 222 and 222. Alright, so there we go. Got a plane to work on. So we have our soda factory. Let's look at the XML. We're not going to, this one will be one will be pre-built. I'm not going to make you build this one. But we may change a few things up here a little bit. We're going to add bottles, sugar, water, coal, and calcium carbonate to make cola. But we're also using the same inputs to make diet cola. I may combine these on the same production line and put 50% cola and 50% diet cola as the output. We'll see. Then we have bottles, sugar, grapes, water, coal, calcium carbonate to make your grape crush. And then add your oranges in instead of grapes to make your orange crush. And then these are, I believe, okay, yeah, these are pallets. So getting the pallets out. Let's do it. Let's add a bus stop in. So we have our warehouse for our sugar and our empty bottles. We're dropping off our coal over here. And I think we're dropping off our water on this side. I can't remember. It's been a while since we built this one. You're picking up your pallets over here. Alright, where's the edge of this factory? Right there. We can make it a little bit wider. No, we can put the bus stop right here. Alright, let's go File, Import, import the orchard in again. We're going to steal the bus stop. This one's already built, so let's go Edit, Cut, and Paste. And let's delete out the orchards. So bus stop. Wheels 247, good morning. We are just updating some of the future factories so we can get them released here in the next week or two. Alright, so this is actually a nice spot to put our bus stop in. So throw our bus stop in for our workers. And then how many, let's look at our XML again. Alright, how many triggers are we using? We're using number 1 and number 2. So we'll have to add another trigger in for workers. Which one do I want to use? Let's use this one. Let me duplicate that. We'll call it workers. It doesn't need a palette trigger, so I can delete that one. And I can't remember what number I was going to give it. Number 2. So you are number 2. I suppose Farm Sim threw your my plan off a little bit. No, I just needed yesterday off. But it's not going to come out until October-ish. So I'm just going to stay the course, and we're still going to release 1 or 2 factories a week. Because, and then not everybody can afford Farm Sim 22 when it first comes out. So I'm just going to stay the course with 19. And then when 22 comes out, we'll see what the plans are then. Alright, so we have our bus stop, we have our trigger. Because no one's going to know how easy or how hard it is to convert everything from 19 to 22 until Giants releases the game and the updated editor. And then it's going to take all the modders a day or two to figure out the updates to the editor, the updates to the engine. And then it's going to take probably, I would say, at least a month or two for all the modders to start converting mods and maps. So after 22 comes out, you're not going to see a lot of mods and maps for the first couple weeks. But I think I counted it. If I estimated it like the first week of October, we're talking 20 weeks. So that gives us time to get at least like 20 more factories out. Alright, so we have our bus stop, we have our trigger. So let's go to our 110. And we have to add a new input in. So we're going to add in input 8. And input 8 is going to be, if I can spell, workers. So input 8 is going to be workers. Alright, soda house. We have to register our trigger. So let's call it workers. And then you were number... Oh, you have to be number 3. What did I number it here? Number 2. No, you have to be number 3. Alright, so that's going to be trigger number 3 for our workers. We take input 7, copy that, and we'll call it input 8. Capacity is only 360. So workers, workers, trigger is workers. Sounds good. Is there going to be a new farm sim? I haven't heard word. Yeah, Giants announced yesterday that there's going to be Farm Sim 22 released fourth quarter of this year. My guess is everybody's guessing probably around October-ish. And they're building seasons right into the base game. And you're probably gonna you'll have a new map, and I think they're talking about a new crop. So we'll see. And I was told by someone who works for Giants that there will be the ability to turn seasons off. Because if there's no ability to turn seasons off, I refuse to buy the updated game. Alright, so we added our input of workers. So now we need to add them in down here. So let me go back in here a minute. Back to one of the greenhouses. And let me grab this line. So soda house, we have to add it to the cola line. We have to add it to the diet cola line. I swear I want to combine those together. Let's leave it off of diet cola. I think I'm going to combine those together. Now we'll leave it. This factory is going to use a lot of workers because it's going to be used on a couple different production lines. I'll leave it off the grape and I'll leave it off the orange. We'll just use workers because I don't want you to burn in, I don't want the factory burning through the workers too fast, so I don't want to put them on 4 different production lines. This way you're not filling the factory up with workers every single day. Alright, let's save that. And then I have to add, we have to register our, well, we have to map our new trigger. So you are now trigger number 3. And my pathing is 0, 3, and 0. Alright, so that should be our factory XML done. Our 110 is done. Let's grab our wooden textures. I'll put them into here. Alright, so let me get my camera spun back around. to about here. All right, we're going to get rid of the platform. Let's save this. All right, we have to fix this texture, and we have to fix that texture. So that should be our textures fixed. Reopen it, make sure it opens without any errors, and it does. Sassy 155, good morning. Oh good, because I won't play with seasons either. Yeah. If yeah, like I said, I heard right from Giants that there will be the ability to turn it off. Or not Giants, one of the workers somebody that works for Giants. Alright, so let's delete this. Let's zip it back up. And then let's grab my test folder. So we'll copy this. Alright, we'll leave that open a minute. Let's jump back in here. Jump into save game 20. And let's give this, with the soda factory, we can give a quick test. It does not have to be built, so let's give it a quick test. And then the leather factory should work as well, so we could probably give that one a quick test as well. Alright, so let's head back to this area. Let's grab a little bit of speed. Alright, so let's grab, here we'll throw down, oh, wrong one. Let's throw the leather factory down first. Imperial leather. Where can I put it? Can I stick you over here with the rest of my factories? Yeah, we can. Let's get you down here out of the way. So we'll put you about here. Alright, now what do you need? Yeah, this is my test map. It's a mess, so just ignore it. Alright, all you need is diesel and leather. Okay, perfect. So I should have some leather stored in here. If I didn't put leather in here, then we're going to have to add leather to the warehouse. Oh, we do have leather. Perfect. So let's grab our leather. And what setting are you on? You're on regular size pallets. Look at that. Now what side does what side is the input? I'm assuming it's this side? I guess we should probably put a sign down. Find out here in a second. Nope, you're the other side. Either that or the trigger doesn't work. There we go. So now you just need some diesel. Calderson 93, good morning. Alright, I should have a tanker around here somewhere. You're the boss. I don't need you yet. You're the... Yeah, here we go. Alright, let's throw some diesel in here. Ooh. There we go. Assuming it's the same trigger, it is. Alright, so you should have gone active. It is, so it's going to make our saddles and our boots. So let this do its thing. While it's doing its thing, let's plop down the soda factory. Get this guy out of the way. Alright, so, oh, wrong one again. Let's grab the soda house. And do I have enough room to put it down here? We do. Alright, soda factory. Let's make sure nothing's floating. You're the coal, right? Yep. Okay. Alright, so what do you need? You're going to need, oh, let's get the coal up and so you're going to need sugar bottles. Let's grab our pallets first. So sugar and bottles. The bottles we should have in here somewhere. Alright, and then sugar should be in this warehouse. Let's get those in the factory. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I built this factory. I'm thinking they go inside of here. Is there a trigger in here? No, there's not a trigger in there. I guess they all go out here. That works. Come on, man, don't break those bottles. Let's go get our sugar. Now our bottles should be they should show up here in the warehouse. Oh, they do. Good. So that's working. Let's go grab our sugar. Now this should be all of our it should be all of our palleted goods. So we'll need grapes and oranges. Yeah, we'll need some grapes and oranges. Oh, come on. There we go. So see if our sugar showed up in the warehouse. And it did. Alright, so let's grab our... we're gonna need workers. Let's throw a load of workers in. Next update, I'm going to take care of that flashing sign. Perfect. So we got our workers. Get our bus out of the way. Oh, okay. I'm running the wrong direction. This way. So what do we need? We need grapes. We need oranges. Let's grab our water first. And we'll throw all the bulk goods in. So let's get rid of the fuel. Let's find some water. Get our water in. 10:18, good morning. Appreciate everybody stopping in today. Alright, so water. Let's find our tipper. I think it's parked up here. What do we have in there? We don't need melons, so let's get rid of the melons. I know we're going to need some coal. Alright, load of coal. If I drive in the right direction today, we'll be fine. There we go. Coal. Now we're going to grab some. I know we need some oranges and some grapes. So grapes. Good. Let's find the oranges. And then last but not least, your good old calcium carbonate. Ooh, I gotta turn the sound down on this factory. It is way too loud. That should be everything. Let's get this guy out of the way. And let's go see our... Yeah, I gotta turn the sound down. Sound is way too loud. Alright, so everything here is active. So let us do this. So our leather factory should be running, our soda factory should be running. Let's grab a couple hours. I don't want it to be dark though. Oh yeah, we got enough to spawn out. So let's grab 2 pallets of saddles. Let's grab 2 pallets of boots. So we have our saddles, we have our boots. Now let's muzzle test the triggers, the cell triggers. So let's see who's buying saddles and boots. We have the Acme factory to convert. I've completely forgot about that one. Alright, saddles and boots. Lucy's. Okay, that's not far. Let's grab our truck. And we'll go test the sell point. And then we'll test the soda. Alright, let's go to Lucy's. I played a little bit of Cryofall yesterday, but I pretty much just took the day off yesterday. I spent about an hour on Cryofall, an hour in the editor on the new map, and then I laid down and took a couple hour nap yesterday afternoon. Alright, so Lucy's is buying our boots and our saddles. There we go. $23,000 for 4 pallets. So now you'll be able to use your leather from your slaughterhouse. I will release Old Man's Mill today, because I gave it to the Patreons last weekend. So that makes walkers, wheelchairs, and feather dusters. Yeah, that flickering sign, I gotta fix those next update. If not, it's gonna drive me nuts. Alright, so Soda Factory. Let's park you over here. Alright, so we have, let's grab 2 pallets of cola, 2 pallets of Diet Cola, 2 orange, and then 2 grape. So we have our cola, our Diet Cola, our Orange Crush, and our Grape Crush. Alright. Now, who's buying our soda? The Castle, Aldi's, the diners. Let's just head over to the diner. Oh, I see a couple pallets not emptying. So why? That means I'm going to have to adjust this trigger next update. Yeah, this trigger will get a slight adjustment next update. Alright, so there you go. We have our soda that will sell. So the only adjustment I need to make is I need to turn this sound down a bit. Alright, so we got, let's check out the fire, make sure it's not floating. Because I've been having trouble with that fire particle. Oh, I can live with that. Alright, so the only thing I have to adjust on here is the sound. get out of here a minute. Alright, so let's go back into the soda factory. And let's find our sound node. And we'll turn it down a little bit further. Now, is that our only audio? Or is there another one hidden in here somewhere? Nope, that's our only sound node. Alright, let's save that. And I will delete this one. Zip it back up. And I'll throw the update in my test folder. Alright, so let's grab... So that's everything that's already built. So Hershey's and Procter & Gamble all get the new update to Dixie after the stream. Old Man's Mill will be released at some point today. Leather Factory, Soda Factory is now good to go. So bear with me a second until I flip through my notebook. Now we have to start building some other factories. And we're going to start with the bakery. I just need to find my notes on the bakery. Because it's been a minute since I've played with factories. Sweet treats, ice cream, sandwich. Oh, bakery right here. Bakery's going to make bread, buns, poppy seed bagels, and honey buns. Alright, so let me grab a quick sip of coffee. Alright, so we're going to create a new folder. You're going to be FS19 Richie _ bakery. Alright, Richieville. We're going to go into the archives. We're going to find the old bakery. Now we're going to have to make quite a bit of changes to it. Alright. I'm going to leave. We're going to get rid of the beacon. That I can get rid of. Operating parts. We're going to get rid of the smoke and put it back in because smoke particles don't do well. I'm going to leave the pallet spawners in. We're going to leave the lights in. We're going to have to change up the visuals on the pallets, I think. Before we make any other changes to that, let me go into pallets new. Let's see what our bread palette looks like. Nope, we don't have to change up the pallets, so there's going to be our pallets. Alright. Let's close you for now. Alright, so this is going to be our bakery for now until we... Nope. We're going to get rid of... Yeah, this digital display has to go. Alright, so... You need to go. You need to go. And we're gonna make a lot of changes to this once we get it exported into the other file. All right. Our outputs, you can go, you can go, you can go, you can go. The player trigger I'm going to drop below the factory for now. That sign can go. That sign can go. That sign can go. Get you out of the way. That sign can go. That sign can go. Alright, so that's everything that I want. So let's go File, Export, Placeables, Bakery. We're going to call it the bakery. I'm going to close that one without making any changes to the original one. Alright. Before we go any further, we have a ton of texture files to fix. So let's copy those into here, and then I'm going to delete that for now. So that's going to fix that one, that one, that one, and that one. Now from our common files folder, we need aluminum, this one. We need galvanized. It's galvanized, this one. I need the VW. This one. All right, now we can go in order lowercase. All right, I need concrete, this one. Gas station 1 and gas station. So it's this one and this one. We need GRAU. This one. And then gray 100, this one. Alright, so we need handicap symbol and loading zone. So this one. And this one. That takes care here. So round bale, round hay, round hay. Which is this one and this one. And we need 3 trash containers. This one, and this one. And then I need white 1, 25, and 42. White 1, 25, and 42. Alright, so this should take care of our texture file. Oh, we need a sound file. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's take care of our textures. And then we just need a sound file, 1115. So we're going to create a new folder. We're going to call it sounds. And I need this one. So we're going to copy that one into there. Alright, so that's going to fix our sound file. So now this bakery should open up without any errors, and it does. So let's create a plane to work on. And we're going to probably eliminate some of these lights because that's way too bright. So let's just do that now. So this one, let's get rid of this center one. Yeah, it's a little bit better on that side. This side again is probably way too bright. Yeah, let's get rid of this one. Yeah, that's much better. And then on this side, let's get rid of this one. And we can take this one, I'll leave that one on the corner. And then over here too, yeah, we're gonna get rid of this one. Alright, so that's much better. Now let's figure out what our inputs are gonna be. So let's look at the old factory. So the old factory, oh, here are the common files. Where's my optimized? So common files I'm done with, let's close you. You are our old factory. So what recipes were we using in the old factory? We were using bread mix and diesel to make bread. We no longer have bread mix. So we're going to have to use, where's my pen? So we're going to have to use flour, so flour right off the bat. We need poppy for the poppy seed bagels. So we're going to input poppy. We'll need honey. Let's use veggie oil. Let's use egg or duck egg. And now we're going to need water, pallets. And then it has a diesel tank, so we'll just throw diesel in it. Alright, so that'll be our new inputs. So this one, let's just close that one a minute. Now I am going to let's grab the 110, the mod disk, this one and this one. We need to put those there, and then we'll update them. I'm not going to transfer the pallets over because we have new pallets. I need this one here. That's all I need out of the old, from the old factory. Let's create a new folder. We'll call it pallets. And then we have to go into here. Here's where I built all the new pallets for the upcoming factories. So we need bread. So let's go File, Export, Bakery, Pallets, Bread. No, it's actually Bread Pallet. Bread Pallet. And then we need the Bread Pallet XML. Alright, we need buns. Let's go File, Export, Buns, Palette. And we'll grab the buns palette. XML. Okay, so we have honey buns. Honey buns. File, export, HONEY, buns, palette, and the XML. And then we need, right here, poppy seed bagel palette. So let's go File, Export, poppy seed, bagel palette, and the XML that goes with it. Alright, so those are going to be our palettes. I have to check the pathing, which is now going to be wrong. So you're going to be just pallets and bread palette. It's going to make our fill type is bread, 4,000 liters per pallet. Let's bump up. Oh, let's leave the empty speed alone so it's consistent. So that's going to be our bread palette. Our buns palette. Let's fix the pathing. And then our pallet is 4,000 liters. Alright, so that pallet should be good. Honey buns. Alright, so that pallet should be good. And then poppy seed bagels. Alright. So our palettes should be fixed. Sounds are fixed, textures are fixed. Now that we know what our inputs are, we are going to take all of these individual triggers and we are going to figure out where they are and figure out where we want to put our inputs. So our pallets are going to spawn out over here. So where do we want to put our inputs? Where's our gas tank? Over here. Let's put them on the back side. Now let's go to the opposite side of the building. Let's drop them off over here. So let's grab a warning stripe. Now let's bring it over here. And we can definitely go a little bit smaller. Alright, so there's where we're going to drop off our inputs. Now, how many triggers do we have? Alright, so you can get deleted. Do I want to do a separate trigger for... We're going to leave the diesel trigger in. So you can get deleted. You can get deleted. You're going to be goods. So exact fill route. Alright, so there's that one. Palette trigger. So we used to have individual triggers for every input, and that was a pain. So there's our palette trigger. So let me grab, so you're number one, you're number one. So you're going to be number two. And then let's grab another warning stripe. And we can make you smaller. So you're going to go there. You're going to come in to about there. You're going to go there. And our diesel trigger is going to go there. Alright, so triggers are done. So in is done. We have no out triggers because we're spawning out palettes. Player trigger. Player trigger. Alright, I'm going to hold off on for a second. Let's go File, Import. Placeable mods. Doesn't matter which one we import, because I just want the tour icon. So let's go Edit, Cut, and Paste, and let's get rid of that factory. Alright, so we have our tour icon. You're going to go there. And then our player trigger can now go a lot smaller. It doesn't need to be the size of the factory anymore. That's the way we used to build them when Giant's Editor or Global Company first came out. The player trigger was the size of the factory. Alright, so there's your player trigger. So we're good up to there. Warning stripes, audio. Let's check our sound. Let's turn the sound down a little bit more. Alright, so audio is done. Camera's done. You're done. Our clear area. Alright, so let's take this guy. And now we want him just the size of the factory. Go down a little bit more narrow. Alright, so right about there. That's going to be the size of our footprint now. Where's our start? So you can come into this corner. Our width, you can come into this corner. And our height can come into this corner. Alright. So that's going to be the size of our factory when it spawns in. So that's done. We fixed our lights. So that's done. Tour icon is done. Operating parts. Let's check our spawners. So start and width, and then start and width. Okay, so the only thing now we need is we need to put our smoke particles back in. So I'm going to do a quick save. So now let's go. Oh, wrong one. Let's open you up. Okay, so we're going to go new folder. We're naming you particle systems. We're going to grab our smoke particle. Let's go File, Export, Bakery, Particle Systems, Smoke. Alright, so there's our smoke particle. And it should have, it brought all the textures and it brought the shaders and everything over that it needed. So now we can go, I'll also start up here. Alright, so let's go close you. Let's go File, Import, Smoke. Go Edit, Cut, and Paste, and we just call it Smoke 2. Oh, I don't want to adjust that one. I want to adjust the particle itself. Alright, so you're going to go about there. And now let's come over here. Oh, come on. Let me go down on my speed a little bit. There we go. So we're going to take Smoke 2. Let's call it Smoke 3. A little bit shorter. Alright, that'll work. Let's come over here. We'll take Smoke 3. Call it Smoke 4. And you're going to go a little bit shorter, a little bit wider. Alright, so there's our smoke particles. Alright, so in is done, out is done, player trigger's done, warning stripes are done, sound, camera, main, clear area, operating parts are done, lights are done, tour icon is done. I'm going to do a quick save, close. Now let's fix our textures again. So I need, it doesn't matter which one. I need this guy and this guy brought over here. So that fixes this texture and that texture. Alright, so texture files should now be fixed. And no errors. Alright, perfect. So there's going to be our factory. Alright. Now, we need, let's look at the store photo, because it's been a while. I'm going to leave it. We're going to leave that as our store picture. Let's go to Leatherworks. Alright, I need scripts. I need brand, category. Yep, let's copy those over to here. Alright, so the first thing we're going to want to fix is our mod description, but I'm going to open up mod description from Leatherworks. We're going to copy some of this stuff over. Alright, so you are version 1.0.0. You're going to make bread, buns, poppy seed, bagels, and honey buns. We have our store picture. We're multi. I need these two added to here. Our global company minimum version is 1.6.0.0. We can leave the XML named Richie Bakery. That's fine. Now our palettes, we have bread palette, we have buns palette, we have honey buns with an S palette, and we have poppy, no, you're changed. We have poppy seed bagel palette, right? Honey buns with a capital B, honey buns with a capital B, poppy seed lowercase, uppercase B. Alright, so that's going to fix our palettes. And then we have to fix, I'm just going to grab this and I'm going to overwrite this. Alright, so this should be our mod description fixed. Alright. So mod description's fixed. Let's fix our 110. So our first, how many inputs did we end up with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's double our inputs. 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we have flour. We're going to leave flour. Next one is poppy, honey. Change you to veggie oil. We're going to go... Oh, what did I do? Oh, I missed the... after veggie oil, we have egg or duck egg. Water, pallets, and then diesel. We're gonna make bread, buns, poppy seed bagels, and honey buns. Alright, so that can all stay. So that should be our 110 fixed. Our bakery. Now we're gonna have to make some changes to this one. I'm gonna open up Leatherwork so I can transfer some stuff over. Alright, our bakery is too cheap. So 179,000. Our brand gets changed. Alright, so inputs. Flour, poppy, honey, veggie oil, egg, duck egg, water, pellets, and diesel. Alright, our function can stay bakery. Our species stays placeable, and now our category gets changed. From global company to our category. Placeable type, yep, stays like that. Now my i3D, we renamed our i3D. Our i3D is just bakery. Alright, so that should take care of everything there. We'll come back and fix all of our pathing later. Hotspot. We have to add this in. Over to here. And you are going to be bakery. And bakery. Okay, so there's our hotspot in. Level area will fix our numbers later. Seasons mask will fix our numbers later. How is... So it's Richie underscore bakery. Richie underscore bakery. I don't think I need to change anything there. Now, we changed up our triggers. So all I need is number 1 and number 2. So number 3 can get deleted. Number 4 can get deleted. You are goods, and then you are diesel. So that's going to register our triggers. Now our first input is flour. Our input is 1,000,000 liters. Let's leave it. Clean this up a little bit. Our input is going to be trigger goods. And we have no more digital display. Alright, so there's our input of flour. 2, we can leave poppy. But our trigger is goods. Number 3 is honey. I'll leave it 1,000,000 liters. Our input trigger is goods. Alright, so number 4 is veggie oil. Take you to 1,000,000 liters. So input is veggie oil. And then our trigger is goods. Alright. Now we start to copy them. Alright, so input 5 is egg. So we're going to go egg. Or duck egg. So either one. Trigger is going to be goods. Alright. And then under that one, we're going to have input 6. Input 6 is water. Water. And our trigger is good, so that can stay. Input 7. What? Pallets. Input pallets. And then our trigger is going to be goods. And then last, input 8 is only 50,000 liters. Is diesel. Diesel. And our trigger though is diesel. So those are all of our inputs. We're going to output bread. Our capacity, let's go 1,000,000 liters. And our bread palette XML doesn't need to be changed. No digital display though. Alright, so next is buns. Buns palette, that can stay. And then we're going to output, I think it's fill type. Let me just double check the fill type. Control find. Oh, do we not have Poppy? Do we not have the fill types in the? Oh, that's the wrong map. I don't have the fill types in that map yet. That's the that's the new map. I don't have all the fill types in the new map yet. We gotta look up Ritchieville. Mods Ritchieville XML fill type XML. Alright, so our fill type is poppy seed, all lowercase, and then uppercase B for bagel. Actually, I'm just going to copy this into here. So there's our fill type. Now our palette has a different name. Bakery palettes. Our palette is poppy seed. Bagel with a capital B, palette with a capital P. Okay, so that fixes the fill type. And our last fill type is honey bun. Let me just double check. Honey buns with an S. So you are honey buns. And then our palette was honey buns palette. So that fixes our palette. Let's up our capacity. And let's get rid of the digital display. Okay. Oh, honey buns with an S. Poppy bagel. Let's go poppy seed bagel. So bread, buns, poppy seed bagel, honey buns. Palettes, bread palette, palettes, buns palette, palettes, poppy seed bagel palette, and honey buns palette. Now I'm going to mix this up a little bit more. I'm going to copy you to here because I want to be able to spawn bread palette out on 2 different lines. We're going to be able to spawn our poppy seed bagels out on 2 different lines. We can spawn our buns out on 2 different lines. And we can spawn our honey buns out on 2 different lines. So we should be able to spawn them all double palettes than we had. QUAKIECHAN 420, hello, thank you for stopping in. Much appreciated. Alright, bread, buns, poppy seed bagels, honey buns. So our outputs look to be good. Now, we're going to have a big mess here to fix as well. So we're going to go down to 8,000 liters. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go down to 8,000 liters. Now we have to fix. All right, we got rid of the beacon, so that can go. All right, so we have to fix all of our inputs. I'm just going to put a bunch of them in here to start with. So we have flour. I don't need poppy because we're not doing poppy seed bagels, we're just doing bread. Don't need honey, we need veggie oil. So flour, veggie oil, egg, egg, water, pallets, and diesel. So these two can go. Alright, so diesel stays at 5%. Pallets, we'll do 10%. 10, 20, 30, 40. So let's go water, 20. Let's go 25% egg. Now let's see what this adds up to. 50. No, we're going to be way too much. Let's go 15. 15. So we have 50, 60, 70, 80, 100, 115%. So if we go 45% flour, 10, no, I'm going to keep this at, let's go 15%. Let's drop our water down. So 45, 60, 75, 85, 95. So there's 100%. All right. So we're going to output our bread. We have our sound. We have smoke 2. Okay, so that is bread, our bread line fixed. So let's grab these inputs, move them down to our buns. $8,000 liters an hour. You're going to be just smoke 3. Alright, so those are our buns. Now our output for, so it's poppy seed. Poppy, oh come on. Poppy seed bagel, perfect. You're going to go down to 8,000 liters an hour. Good to be here. I almost 100 hours into Ritchieville, so I missed a few streams. No problem. We're just building a couple factories today. Alright, so now we're going to take, I don't need that extra dash there. Alright, so now we're going to take all of these inputs. They're going to come down here to our poppy seed bagels. And then we just need to add poppy in here. So I need poppy. Oh, caps. Alright, so we have our poppy. Now we're going to have to change our percentages up a little bit. So let's go 15 and 35. And I'm going to take this mess. We'll fix the smoke here in a minute. We're going to go down to honey buns. And we're going to change poppy to honey. Now, how many smokes did we have? How many smoke particles? Operating parts. 2, 3, and 4. Alright, so we're using smoke 2, we're using smoke 3. You're going to be smoke 4. You can get deleted. Alright, so our poppy seed bagels should be fixed. You can go. Alright, so honey buns with an S. So that should fix that one. So this is poppy seed, bagel, and honey buns with an S. And then poppy. Now we should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are all of our 8s. This one stays at 0. This one's just for the global company menu. Alright, so we should be fixed up to that point. How many triggers did we keep? Just trigger 1 and trigger 2. Alright, so trigger 3 can get deleted. Trigger 4 can get deleted. There's only one pallet trigger. So those can go. We need to keep start 1 and start 2. We need to keep that. We can get rid of these. We kept the audio. We got rid of the beacon. And then how many lights did I eliminate? So lights, we only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bottom 4 can get deleted. Alright, now we need to fix all of our i3D pathing. So let's start up top. Alright, that can stay. That can stay. So our clear area is now number 7. So you're 7, you're 7, you're 7. Our tour icon is number 10. So it takes care of our hotspot. Our level area is number 7. Our seasons area is number 7. Alright, so it takes care of the pathing there. Our delay, we don't need a 10-minute delay. So everything looks good there, everything looks good there. Everything looks good there. Bread buns, poppy seed bagel, and honey buns. Alright, so now Our camera is number 5. So you are 000, you're good. You are 010, so you're good. Pallet trigger 1, 001, so that can stay. Our spawners are 8. So all of 10 goes to 8. Alright, player trigger is number 2, so that stays. Smoke also comes down to number 8. And then audio is number 4. And our lights are number 9. Alright, so let me zoom out here a little bit. Let me change my camera angle a little bit. This is our global company camera. So it needs to be about here. Alright, so let me get rid of our plane and save the factory. I'm going to double check our i3D pathing is fine. It opens up without any errors, so that's good. Alright, so palettes are good, that's good. Scripts are done, sounds are done. Brand is done. 110 should be good, mod description. I think we're good. Let's close our fill types. Close the Leatherworks. Alright, so our bakery XML, unless I made an error, should be good. And our 110 should be good. So let's zip this up. Close you. Let's grab documents, Ritchieville, my test folder. So let's copy you, drop you into our test folder. You I can close. Give me about 4 or 5 minutes, I'll be right back. Calderson93, check my percentage totals. I think you're over on a couple. Yeah, I'm over on a few, but water is free, so I don't mind being over on a few. Bad touch, late to the party. You're good. It's all good. All right, so let's go into our Ritchieville test map. So if we go into our Ritchieville test map, we should now have, there we go, the bakery. And we'll see if it loads without any errors. Or if I messed something up. Alright, so the first thing I want to do before we get into this any further, let's check our log. And let's see if we have any Lua errors for the bakery. And I think we're good. So no Lua errors for the bakery so far. Alright. So let's grab a little bit of speed. Let's find our bakery. And where do we want to stick it? Since we don't have to build it, let's stick it down here. Alright, so where's our bakery? Oop, there's the bus. So make sure nothing's floating. All the textures look decent. Alright, let's check our... There we go. So it's bread, we need flour, veggie oil, egg or duck egg, water, pallets, diesel. Alright. Alright, so that looks good. Let's grab a load of pallets. And we'll toss them in there. Oh, hang on. I got to change this to medium pallets. There we go. And what the hell, since we spawned out 40, we'll just throw the whole stack in there. It's only my test map. Alright, pallet trigger works. Let's grab our tanker. Oh, we need a pallet of honey. Alright, so let's grab a stack of honey. I think it's in this one. So I wanted to keep the honey and the wax together. Alright, grab a stack of honey. Oh, hold on, I gotta change it back to regular size pallets. Alright, there you go. You're gonna empty. Alright, so let's grab our tanker, grab some water and diesel. Alright, so water or diesel, whatever we get to first. Diesel, there we go. So diesel and the diesel trigger. And now empty that out. Let's grab some water. Alright, so what are we missing? What are we missing? Flowers bulk. Poppies bulk. Oh, veggie oil's a liquid. We gotta grab some eggs or duck eggs. Alright, so veggie oil, and let's grab some eggs. Alright, so we gotta back you back up. Veggie oil. Veggie oil. So the family's going camping this weekend, so I'll be home with the dog and the cat, which means I can stream as much as I want this weekend. So I plan on streaming a lot this weekend. Oh, we had to go over to this one. And let's grab some eggs or duck eggs. Look at that. Eggs are on top. Let's grab the duck eggs. And what pallet am I on? We're back on regular size pallets. Good. And then we'll just need the bulk items. let you empty. So I think now we just need the bulk items, right? Flour, poppy. Yep, flour and poppy. Okay. And then I'll be 4 factories ahead again, which is where I'd love to be. So that puts me 2 weeks ahead on factories. Oh, I'm stuck between the trucks. You I want. Let's grab poppy first. And now I just need flour. Alright, this should have went active. So they all went active. Perfect. So let me get this guy. Ooh, I don't want to run into the back of it. Let me get this guy out of the way. Keep my vehicles together so I know where they are. And then let's grab this guy. Alright, now it's getting really close to being dark, but can I roll? No, I'm just going to roll the night. I was going to go just an hour, but it got too dark. So let's just roll the night. We're going to test this. I'm going to get out of here for an early lunch. And then I'll be back. And then we'll work on the new map. Since I'll be 4 factories ahead. Alright, so let's grab like 3 bread, 3 buns, 3 poppy seed bagel, and 3 honey buns. So you are our honey buns, you're our poppy seed bagels, you are our hot dog and hamburger buns, and then you're just my bread. Alright. The bread and the buns will be used in other factories. The poppy seed bagels and the honey buns you can sell. Alright, let's see. Wrong one. Who's buying these? So we could test one of the sell points. Alright, here we go. So who's buying? Castle. Let's just head over to the diner just to test the sell trigger. Yeah, and then I'm going to get out of here for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer lunch today, maybe an hour and a half, and then I'll be back, and then we'll go till dinner time. So the afternoon stream might be a little bit longer than normal. Just depends on when they head out for camping. And I'm probably gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this trigger. So we have $14,000 so far. Next update, I'll fix this trigger. $31 to 14, like 44,000. What do we have, like 12 pallets on there? Then next Friday, we'll build 2 more factories. Don't know which two. We'll see what kind of mood I'm in next Friday. I'm thinking Tasty Cake. Definitely Tasty Cake. Then we'll see what other one we want to. Maybe the Sandwich Factory is the two we'll probably build next Friday. But let me save this and close it. I know the morning stream is a little bit shorter than normal. Come on, quit out. I'm going to throw y'all on ending soon. Appreciate everybody stopping in. I know it's a little bit short stream this morning. Give me about an hour, hour and a half, and then we can stream, we can work on the new map. I'm just going to leave y'all on ending soon for a second while I check the log, make sure nothing popped up with the bakery or the pallets. And we are good. So, have a good one, old man. See you soon. Have a great lunch, Farm Chick. Opie's one. If I didn't say hello, I apologize. Hello, bad touch. I will catch everybody probably about an hour and a half.